What's up, y'all? So I am sitting here at the beach in Sayulita, Mexico, and I just made a video about fruit and tropical fruits and why they're banned in the U.S. or why we don't have them. And then yeah, it just led me to like this whole other path of just talking about what I usually talk about, life and all that, right? So I wanted to make a specific video about traveling and hopefully try to keep it about traveling, but also like I'm okay with going with the flow. I'm more than okay with going with the flow. It's actually something I strongly believe in, is just not resisting what comes your way and embracing life for the fluid way that it presents itself. But yeah, generally I want to like stick to the topic of traveling because I just feel like it's really important to promote traveling. So I'm going to tell you about my travels, but mainly not like a specific trip, but just traveling in general. So yeah, I spent a year in Belize just last summer to this summer, and currently I'm in Mexico in Sayulita just for 2 weeks over Christmas break, and I've spent 8 months in Playa del Carmen, Mexico. Before Belize, I want to say maybe like there was 2 years in between Mexico and then Belize. Like each time has been longer, right? So before that, I had just lived in places like Hawaii and California for like just 2 months. So I'm not sure that people would necessarily call that even living somewhere, right? But it was definitely an experience. So aside from that, I've been just to Belize like a bunch of times, maybe about 10 times. So it's always been a place that's just been super magical. And when you travel and you find a place that you love and that resonates with your soul, you just know it. And you feel like this is somewhere that I've been before, right? And I've also felt that way about Hawaii, just the tropics in general. I've always had like a part of me that was very tribal, and I always admired like tribal life, just the hunting and gathering aspect of it. And I guess I've always had anxiety as a kid, as even growing up, more so growing up. As a younger adult, I started having anxiety, and so thinking of a life where you just have to hunt and gather for food, and then aside from that, just like enjoy the earth around you, like that sounded amazing to me. So so yeah, being in tropical warm places, being Cambodian, like those two things like really go well with my soul. So yeah, so as I said in my other video, like the US, like the US does not want you to travel, right? They just want to keep you in the US, and they just want, I don't know, they just know that like it is a little just like a place that has to like try hard to keep people there in the long term, right? So I've just noticed that I just got these new freckles, probably from the sun. Anyway, so yeah, the US tries to keep you there. They don't want to promote travel. Like, notice that the only commercials that you see about travel are commercials about California, and they're just lame, right? Like, we all know about Cali, and we've all been there. So they don't promote places that are more exotic, I guess you could say, but that word also is about perspective. Like, I remember, speaking to somebody from Poland. I tutor Polish students, so shout out to Poland. But somebody that I spoke to tutoring was just like, well, the places that are exotic to me are not exotic to you, and vice versa, right? And that's very true, because like, Brazil could be exotic to me, but to somebody who is like nearby Brazil, it's not really exotic to them. Like, America is exotic to them. So it's just all about perspective. But I just encourage y'all to travel, because traveling really gives you a perspective about life and about where you are in your life, and also just about the world around you, right? Like, it helps you see how other people live, and to be grateful for what you have and also what you don't have, right? It can definitely make you live in like a fantasy world, because when you go to a tropical place that's warm and beautiful, you feel like you just want to be here forever, right? And that sometimes it's hard to merge those two worlds, but it is possible, and to make it happen. So for me, like, I work remote, and then I Airbnb my house, and that's how I'm able to pay for like mortgage and for rent in a different place. So set your life up for the way that you want it to be, and make your dreams a reality, right? Like, it's actually not that hard. I know it sounds like maybe it's a lot of work to make your house into an Airbnb, or to get a remote job, but it's actually really not that hard, and you really don't need that much money to live in places like this. So I remember when living in Belize, like, I would only need, like, I think I was only spending like 100 US a week on food, lime juice, and anything else that I needed. Like, and this was like, there was more to cook than to buy food, and the food that you would buy was like home cooked by like this amazing grandma. Like, it was everything, so it was perfect. So I would say, yeah, don't create barriers to just living the life that you want to live, and having the experiences you want to have. I never like make plans to move somewhere for a year. Like, it usually just happens month by month. So when you don't make plans, like, like, good things happen for you, because you're not limiting yourself and putting yourself in a box, or limiting like a situation, right? You're just letting